So Morty came out earlier this week, and since then, that's basically the only character that I've been playing. I've been having a ton of fun on Morty. I think his kit is super unique and fun. I think that he has a lot of potential to be one of the best characters in the game. So over this time that I've been playing him and grinding him, I've tried out a ton of different perks to try and find like his perfect perk build that complements him the best. And here's what I've come up with. First off, I'm using Oh That's Still a Grenade. I'll go into some more depth about why I'm using this one instead of the spinning hammer one later. I'm using I'll Take That for the half a second refund on ability cooldowns when you hit debuffed enemies. I'll also explain that one. I dodge, you dodge, we dodge. This one is super self-explanatory. I think it's a must-have perk on Morty because of all of his cooldowns. And then Coffeezilla, arguably the best perk in the game on a lot of different characters, but also a pretty much must pick on Morty. All right, I'm gonna start off going, ooh, super aggressive Tom and Jerry over here. Means I'm gonna have to be super aggressive to counter that Jerry. Jerry is super hard to deal with once the Tom and Jerry players are actually like good, and I'm in pretty decent lobbies right now, so most of the Tom and Jerry players are actually gonna know what they're doing. Okay, I got the first hit. I'm gonna go for my gunshot there so I can maybe a combo. He's good at dodging. Wow. Being good at dodging is the most like skill gap thing that you can possibly do in this game to just destroy everyone you play. Like if you're good at dodging, you're gonna win every game. That's what I'm still trying to like master. I haven't gotten too great at dodging yet. I'm just kind of like learning combos right now. The main use of the Oh That's Still a Grenade perk is that when this timer lowers, the lower that timer gets, the more damage you're gonna do with your nade when you finally ignite it. But you don't really want to ever let this grenade cook. You want to split it into two, and then these small ones reach the maximum timer so quickly because there's like, you know, shorter timer. So as you can see, if I just throw this and ignite it, it's not too big of an explosion radius, but if this Tom and Jerry can give me a second to breathe, I'll show you guys. Okay, you're gonna have to get off me, big man. Once you split it, these get way bigger explosion radiuses, like you saw right there. Now, you can actually shoot Jerry, and sometimes you one-shot him, sometimes it's like 2 or 3 shots. It's pretty inconsistent. I don't know why, but if you just use your normal, like, neutral gun, not even the big charged one, you can break Jerry really, really easily. Like, here, let me break him real quick. There it is. So you don't have to deal with, like, actually having attack decay on your, or not attack decay, but, like, the whiff recovery period that you get when you normally hit Jerry. Go for whip play. Maybe if I can get a recall off and get him off. Ooh, go ahead and go for a combo right here. I wish I had my gun charge. I would have been able to keep him off there. Split that nade, try to make him. There it goes. So you see how big that explosion radius is just because of the perk Oh That's Still a Grenade? It makes it so much better to be splitting your grenades. And I already thought that it was much better to split your grenades in the first place with the rock ability because they just blow up super quick. So they think they have time to push you. And then by the time they get up there, the timer's basically out. Like that. Boom. Free KO. If I didn't have this perk, that would not have been a KO. Also, just a little tip for Morty, if you ever have attack decay, spam this gun at them because all of these count for hits. So the way attack decay works is that if 4 out of your 7 most recent hits were the same attack, you get attack decay on it. But you can hit them 4 times in a row with that little gun super easily, and then it resets your attack decay on the attack that you actually want to use. So yeah, Morty is definitely one of the easiest characters to negate attack decay on for sure. He just threw his Jerry off the map. Bro's cosplaying as me playing Tom and Jerry. Ooh, get off me. There's the rock play. If I can maybe recall. You want to be using your recall primarily when they're at the edge of the map so that you can try to border guard with it. It's hard to pull off, but if you can use the recall ability when they're over there, like right there, if I had my recall ability, I would have used it. And you can play super aggressive with your border guarding just to keep them off, and you wouldn't be able to play that aggressively normally if you didn't have the recall. It's kind of just a safety net, but it has a really long cooldown, so you never really want to be using it unless you're on the edge. I also haven't used my UFO once, and that's because I don't really think that the UFO should be used for an attack, like, or a combo start or something like that. I see a lot of people think that like the UFO is the beautiful combo starter because they see the Twitter clips, you know, of people hitting those crazy clips with the UFO. But in reality, the UFO is more of a get out of jail free card, in my opinion, that you use when you get sent off the map. You don't have any of your neutrals or your specials charged. So it's something that you can use as like a free way to get back on the map. That's at least what I use it for. Well, if only I had my gun charge right now. Oh, I missed the down spike. Unfortunate. That should be a kill. Beautiful. All right, we're going up against another Tom and Jerry. This one seems to be a bit more passive since it didn't start out super aggressive. I've been seeing a lot of Tom and Jerry's recently, and I think it's probably just because people are kind of starting to pick up on the fact that Tom and Jerry is one of the best characters in the game. So if I go for whip play there, maybe an edge guard. Ooh, I almost just messed up. Okay, at least I got back on. Almost all the characters that have up slashes, it's their strongest KO ability. I don't know if you guys have noticed that, but like, I'm not talking about this up slash. I'm talking about like Harley's up slash, Bug's up slash, Tom and Jerry's up slash, where they actually like hit you with something. Like I have a little fire effect, so it doesn't do too much knockback because it has a burn effect on it. So if it did a ton of knockback on top of the burn, I can see how that would be like mad OP. But yeah, those characters that actually have up slashes, it's always like the most broken ability that they have. Ooh, that could be a kill. Unfortunate. I'm gonna use my recall just so I can edge guard him here. Morty's gun right here, the uncharged neutral gun, is so good at breaking projectiles. If Batman throws his batarang at you, you can actually one-shot the batarang out of the air with an uncharged gun attack. So if you ever see him winding up, just do the little uncharged one that you can spam, and it can literally just break the batarang. So I don't see too many people utilizing like his uncharged attack. They kind of feel like, you know, if it's not charged, there's no point in using it. But I really disagree. I think that his uncharged is still super useful when you're playing against a projectile character. I also don't see enough people utilizing Morty's whip. That's like one of the biggest tips that I can give for him. Utilize his whip. His whip is so good. The way you do it is side light, and then neutral light. So if you just do side light, that's how you use the hammer at the end. But if you do side light, neutral light, that's how you activate the whip. And if you hit them at the sweet spot of the whip, it'll actually pull you towards the character. So it's kind of niche. Most of the time you won't end up like hitting them directly on the sweet spot, so you don't actually teleport to them. But on the times that you do, you can get some pretty crazy down spikes. I'll have my editor throw up a clip right now of a down spike that I hit earlier. But yeah, the whip ability, when it works, is kind of insane. Like right there, oh, I thought I was gonna hit sweet spot there. Even when you don't hit sweet spot, it's still a good ability. It's just like the sweet spot is what makes it really great. Also, the rock ability has no effect on Jerry. I have noticed that. If you use like the down spike rock ability, it literally does nothing to Jerry, unfortunately. Wow, there's no way I just got that. All right, who am I going up against this time around? An Arya, interesting. I actually had a little prediction that Arya would be seen a lot more and in the meta, definitely. I think that it's coming true. I haven't seen like a ton of Harleys recently, or Aryas recently, but she's definitely being played a lot more, that's for sure. And I think for good reason. She's a super good pick now. I like now that her up special is fixed, and along with the 14% to 5% buff that they got on the like assassin perk that just applies to their class as a base, now they only take 5% less damage instead of 14, which makes it so good. This map in specific, I don't like playing Arya on because of that, what just happened to her, how the sword can get stuck on the wall. I think that's so annoying. It happens so often on this map. Like, it seems really niche, like it would hardly ever be happening. No, it happens way too much, man. I cannot play Arya on this map. Oh, beautiful. Oh, come on, that should have been a KO. That should be a KO, though. Never mind. I have a very wrong perception of what should be a KO, I guess. Oh, no, she stuck me. Even if I go up, I can just TP back. I'm trying to angle this so that I can hit her with this. Oh, I'm throwing. I can't be up there. You just can't play up in the top of the map against Arya because you could be at like 2%. And if she gets you at the top of the map... No, I ran into it. I need to go low. Oh, dodge it. Anyway, if Arya gets you at the top of the map, no matter how high percent she is and how low percent you are, she will kill you. A good Arya, at least. So you just have to play like really, really low. And if she ever sticks you, immediately go off the map. Like go over here and go off the map if she sticks you, because then when she teleports to you and up slashes you, she won't be able to get you off the map. Okay, I'm gonna go for the gun to start a combo. Use my recall because I'm afraid that she has her sword charge. Go for the shot. Beautiful. Oh, I thought she would jump up sooner. I don't know my recall, so I'm a little bit scared to go for down spike, but there it is. Morty is starting to become like kind of muscle memory for me, but at the same time, I still have to like consciously think about like all of my attacks, like what my cooldowns are, like what all my abilities do. Because I've only been playing him. I say I have a total of like 10 hours on Morty probably at this point, which is a lot. Like it's probably more than most people have on Morty, but just he's so new. Like when I think about Arya or something, I have probably like 30 hours on Arya alone. And then I think about like Morty, who I just started playing a couple days ago. It's not even close to the same muscle memory that I have on someone like Arya. Oh no, I tried to break the sword. I dodged it though. Beautiful. Shoot that. Oh no, it took me too far. I have noticed that the whip doesn't always like consistently take you to them. It's the same as Arya's ability was when it first came out. I mean, how whenever you used the up slash, it didn't actually take you to the person like it was supposed to. Sometimes it would just put you like randomly in the air and stuff. Good dodge. I can use my recall. Maybe go for a bit of an edge guard. Beautiful. Okay, beautiful play. That's kind of the example of what you can do with the recall ability and go for a stupid edge guard. All right, now we're playing against a Harley. Finally, some diversity. Why is her stuffy so big? Am I dumb, or was her stuffy never that big before? That seemed way bigger. We're gonna go for some day plays here. Oh, please hit her. Nice, beautiful. I think the bind system is actually really good though. Like there's a lot of flexibility you have with all the different keybinds and everything. Like I have custom keybinds. Another, yes, cancel out of the mallet. Yes, gunshot to kill her. Beautiful play. The gunshot didn't kill her, but I did. All in all, I think these are definitely Morty's best perks. They're not the most flashy perks, you know, like the damage dealing ones or the cool ignition ones. But I do think that like the ignition and the slow perk are kind of wasted on Morty because he doesn't have too many projectiles. I see a lot of people running the slowdown, like the ice perk for his projectiles, but that's definitely not worth it. His abilities work super well with his combos, so getting all of those abilities back at the absolute max speed possible is definitely the most important thing about Morty's perks. So yeah, if you guys want more content, let me know. More Morty content, Tom and Jerry, whoever you want to see, drop it down in the comments and watch this video right here. Peace out, guys.